Hello viewers, here is a Lasko 3733 box, the fan, and this is a very late model for this particular configuration. This one is dated 2000 to 2001, and this does still have the shaded pole Marco motor. I found this one recently, and I always like to find these because this is probably, I would say, in top 3 most nostalgic fans to me. My grandfather bought 3 of these in, I don't know if it was the summer of '99 or the summer of 2000. I want to say '99 because I think it was the first year they came out. He bought 3 of them and he gave one to my uncle, he gave one to my mother, and he kept one for himself. And I was only a couple years old at the time, but I just remember that blip in time of him coming home with some fans because that would have been a point of excitement to me. And because I was very young at that time, I consequently grew up around these things. All 3 of those original fans are still around. I have 2 of them at this point, and my uncle still has his. And all 3 of those were very heavily used throughout the 2000s. They were very good, very reliable fans. They all still work. None of them have needed any major repairs besides one switch failure. And I have so many memories from the 2000s of using these fans during the summer. These fans were such a huge part of summer when I was growing up. I have a handful of these now, but this is one of those models that I will buy every time I see it. This one I picked up at the Savers for a whopping $5, which is a very good deal. I didn't used to go to the, well, that's great grammar. I never used to go to the Savers very often. I don't know why, just never did. But I've gone a couple times since I've lived here, and the store's been a pleasant surprise. It's clean, it's organized, the prices are very reasonable, and the stock is decent. So I might go over there more often. So anyways, this one is this is going to be a very good restoration project because this is in very, very rough condition. Unfortunately, it's extremely yellowed. I don't know if this was exposed to high humidity levels or high heat levels or ridiculous amounts of sun, but there is a horrible amount of yellowing on the switch, the handle, the rear guard, and the blades aren't necessarily turning a yellow color, but they are in initial stages of plastic decay. Here's a closer look at the handle. It's not broken yet, which is half of a miracle. These were certainly known to break. And here's the switch. It's a little stiff to turn, but it generally feels like it's working properly. Coated in dirt. A little bit of rust and pitting on the surface there. This will probably need to be repainted. Pretty beat up on the sides. It looks like there was a liquid spill on the side there. And the back of the thing is just downright filthy. I think the auto white balance on the camera might be taking some of the yellowing out. The handle and the switch look a lot more yellow in person than it does on the camera preview. I don't know, I'm guessing this might have sat in a window because there's a distinct area where it starts to become yellow. It kind of becomes yellow like right around here, and then it stops here. So I guess it was exposed to sun most likely, because yellowing from moisture would probably be more evenly distributed. Now it looks like somebody has either tried to lubricate this with the wrong lubrication or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. That almost looks like grease. It kind of looks like grease to me. This is completely locked up. And if someone put grease in here, that's what would result, because sleeve bearings don't accept grease. A lot of dust in the motor. I think this has definitely been cleaned because the amount of dust that's inside there is not consistent with the amount of dust that's on the guards and the blades. I mean, the whole thing is filthy, but it's not quite caked like that. It's pretty solid caked in there. So this is going to need some serious help. I do want to power it on just to see if it'll try to work. I know it's not going to work because the bearings are completely locked. I can barely even turn it by hand. Oh yeah, here's the blades. You can see the edges of the blades are starting to chip. So the blade's starting to become kind of brittle on the edges from the plastic decay. That's not something I've ever seen on one from this era. You know, I don't have a whole lot of these, but I have a handful of them, and none of them have deteriorating blades. And none of the ones I've seen other people have from this era have deteriorating blades either. So that's kind of disappointing. I don't think it's anywhere near beyond salvageable, but it's definitely starting to decay. Yeah, it's still structurally sound, but there's some issues starting, and it's probably going to make some weird noises during operation now because the air is going to pass over the chipped up area differently. Curiously enough, though, it doesn't seem like it's warping at all. Yeah, I bet this sat in a window with the back towards the window, because looking at it like this, I'll show you. You can clearly see that the back, well, you can see it in person. I don't know if the camera's going to show it, but you can clearly show that the back, relative to the front, is much more yellowed. And the back of the blade is kind of starting to yellow a little bit. So that's pretty bad. This one's definitely pretty far gone, but I think we'll be able to save it. So let's go ahead and plug this in and see if the motor wants to run. If we get some power consumption somewhere around 2 to 3 amps, it's probably fine. Now, my grandfather's unit and my uncle's unit was stored in an attic throughout the wintertime, but I don't feel like it sustained too much damage because the majority of the summer it would have been out of the attic in use. This looks like it might have been stored somewhere harsh for an extended period of time. You know, maybe in a window in a room that's not used often, or maybe in an attic with a vent that lets some light in. I don't know. Probably never know. But if I had to take a guess, I would say this has not been used for quite some time. There's no fuse plug on this one. This is not a recalled model. There's some discrepancy on the recall for these units. The units with the Marco motor, to my knowledge, were never recalled. The recalled units were the ones with the smaller, physically smaller PSC motor. So this does not require a fuse plug adapter to be recall compliant. Alright, so over the amps here, let's see what we got. Yep, motor's good still. 2.6 amps, that's right about what I would have expected. On high, medium is 1.6, and low is 1.1. So that's all pretty reasonable for a locked rotor draw. I can hear some windings moving around in there, so we'll definitely need to varnish it. But it seems like it's recoverable, so this is going to be quite the operation to get this cleaned up. I hope the blade isn't stuck on the shaft too bad because it's not as strong as it once was, so trying to get the blade off the shaft is going to be a challenge. That's going to be a very delicate operation, and the service of the motor is going to be a challenge as well. If that truly is grease, like I think it is, it is going to be a sticky, gummy mess. We'll get it, but it's going to be a mess.